Friends, I'll be talking to you now about the allergy. The various types of allergy, the causes, symptoms, prevention, treatment, side effects, and the home remedies, etc., which are available for preventing the allergy. So, let me clarify to you that I am not a medical professional and the information is taken from different reliable sources. See, before discussing the subject allergy, let us try to understand the difference between the infection, inflammation, and allergy. So, all these three infection, inflammation, and allergy they sound alike and they have more or less same symptoms, but still they are not the same, they are different. So, infection it is caused by the invasion of any part of the body by the germs. The germs may be bacteria, the viruses, yeast, fungi, or other microorganisms. And infections can begin anywhere in the body and it may spread all through. And an infection can cause fever and other health problems depending on where it occurs in the body. And the known symptoms of infection are the fever, chills, sweats, cough, sore throat, mouth sore, the shortness of breath, nasal congestion, the stiff neck, urination with burning or pain, and so on. And the antibiotics are used to treat or prevent some types of bacterial infection. And they kill the bacteria or they prevent them from reproducing and spreading. And antibiotics, they are not effective against the viral infection. So this includes the common cold, flu, some of the coughs and the sore throats. Whereas inflammation, it is the body's defense mechanism. It is the process by which the immune system of the body it recognizes and it removes the harmful and foreign stimuli and it begins the healing process. So inflammation can be either acute or chronic and the signs of an acute inflammation are redness, heat, swelling, pain, the loss of function. And the mild cases of inflammation, it does not require any treatment. And the medication is required only in the types of heart inflammation, etc. And in such cases, the medication includes the corticosteroids, antibiotics, antifungal drugs, the anti-inflammatory drugs, the heart medicines, blood thinners, and so on. Then what is allergy? Now we shall come to the subject allergy. So allergy, it is the reaction of the body to a particular outside agent. So certain specific substances called as the allergens, they cause allergy by triggering, by producing an unusual response in the individuals who are susceptible to allergy. And these allergens, they may be found in the ticks, molds, food, pollen, pets, and dust mites. So, what are these ticks, molds, the dust mites? We will see later. And a genetic tendency to develop the allergic disease in the body, in a human being, it is known as the atopy. So, when the allergens come in contact with the people who are atopic, an immune gets developed, which further leads to the allergic reactions and inflammations. So when the allergens come in contact with a person of a specific allergy, then the allergic reaction increases many folds. So an antibody response is triggered by the body as soon as the allergen enters the body. So if the histamine is released by the allergen, then it may lead to irritation and inflammation. The immune system responds by producing the antibodies against a particular allergen, considering it as harmful. And the symptoms of allergy include the allergic rhinitis, sneezing, the conjunctivitis, shortness of breath, wheezing, chest tightness, cough, red rashes, swollen lips, swollen tongue, eyes, and face. Also pain in the stomach, vomiting, diarrhea, the dry and cracked skin in particular. And the most common allergies are the penicillin allergy, allergic to penicillin and penicillin products, the meat allergies, also allergy to the pollens. So these are the particles which are produced by the tree and the grass. So if these particles go inside the body through breathing, then it may lead to headache, sneezing, and the irritation of the throat. And even cosmetics may also cause allergy. A number of cosmetic products like the moisturizer, shampoo, and other face products, they can cause allergic reactions. And some of the common symptoms include the dryness and swelling. And coming to the dust mites, they are present in the majority of the corners of the room, the carpets, in curtains, pillows, in the house. So this dust mite allergy, it is an allergic reaction to the small bugs, tiny bugs that commonly live in the house dust. And allergy may also be caused by the animals. The protein which is being excreted by the animals, it can lead to wheezing if a person inhales it accidentally. And food also, certain types of food also may cause allergy. A person may also have food allergies. It is possible that a person may have allergic reactions to the dairy products like milk, cashew, eggs, nuts, etc. And the allergic reactions can be triggered if an insect bites the person. The bite of the insect can be dangerous and fatal as well. And the molds. So molds means these are the fungi which can be easily found in the dark and damp places of the house. Allergy from molds can lead to irritation, sneezing, and eventually asthma also. And even perfume. A person can also be allergic to the fragrance of a perfume as well. So it is one of the most common allergens that may lead to the skin rashes. And cockroaches. One of the most common causes of allergy can be due to the cockroaches which are running around in the house. So breathing the allergens released by the cockroach, it can lead to the development of asthma in a person. Especially if a person has family history of allergies. And if a person is not being exposed to appropriate sunlight, if a person is suffering from asthma, then it will be more in that case. The allergic symptoms, they may not be exhibited immediately, instantaneously. It may become apparent anywhere between a few hours to 10 days. And these symptoms may last for even 2 to 4 weeks, even after treatment, even after medication. So avoiding continuous exposure to the allergen, it can prevent it from becoming perennial. Then how do we prevent the allergies? A person cannot prevent allergic reactions, although it is impossible to limit the allergic reactions. It is possible to limit the symptoms which are being experienced by a person. So there are treatments available to alleviate the symptoms of the allergy. For the prevention of the allergy, a person is required to protect himself from the allergens. In some cases, it is not easy as it sounds. It is impossible to protect oneself from the allergens during especially the summer or late spring. So if a person has pets in his house, then it gets even more difficult to protect oneself from the allergy. In that case, allergy becomes very, very common. Then how do we get tested for the allergies? See, blood test is the most important test to test the allergies. So here to check the level of IgA antibodies which are released by the body, by the immune system of the body. So IgA means an allergen specific immunoglobulin E test. It measures the levels of different IgE antibodies created by the immune system of the body to protect the body from bacteria, viruses, and the allergens. And the IgE antibodies, they are normally found in small quantities in the blood, but higher amounts can be found when the body overacts to the allergens. So this IgE test, it can show what the body is reacting to or how the body is reacting to. And this test is done to find out some allergies that are due to different types of food, the animal dander, pollen, mold, medicine, dust mites, latex, or the insect venom. And there is also another most important test called the skin prick test. So this test, it can also be referred to as the puncture test. And in this test, the skin is pricked with an allergen. So if the skin of the person starts reacting, then it confirms the presence of the allergens in the body. So doctors may advise uh, the antihistamine, also the leukotriene receptors, the decongestants, the immunotherapy, etc., depending on the type of allergy. So anyone who has an allergy to any substance is eligible to seek treatment for it. This is because allergies can often cause a lot of discomfort and fever-like symptoms, the skin problems. But if a series of allergy tests have been administered and the results show that you are not allergic to anything, then your symptoms may be caused due to other medical condition. So in this case, you are not supposed to seek the treatment for allergies as the problem you have is something else. So your course of treatment, it will be to treat that specific problem. And some allergies may be seasonal, like a cold, cough, hay fever, etc. We can avoid having allergies by reducing exposure to the factors that cause allergy, maintaining purity of the indoor air, avoiding exposure to the outside when the pollen counts are high. Then the nozzle irrigation with a saline solution is helpful, and an application of even the oral antihistamines, decongestants, and nozzle spray. Drinking sufficient water is also helpful in controlling the histamine and decrease the allergic symptoms. So you may even be allergic to some of the ingredients of the medicine itself. Therefore, if you experience anything unusual even after taking medication, you should report this immediately to the doctor before the symptoms begin to become much worse. So there are many natural remedies also. So in the case of allergic rhinitis, for example, if a person suffers from the allergy of pollens, then rather than opening the windows of the house, a person can make use of the air conditioners. A person can also opt for some herbs like the butterbur for the effective treatment of allergic symptoms, and it acts like the antihistamines. And a nutrient which is commonly found in the black tea, apples, and onions, it also blocks the release of the histamines by the allergens. And some of the natural remedies for the home treatment includes the apple vinegar. So this expectorant, which is of the nature of expectorant, along with the anti-inflammatory properties, is very helpful in the treatment of allergic reactions caused by the dust. And even the nettle leaf, drinking the nettle leaf tea can be very advantageous as it is natural antihistamine properties it has. And even the aloe vera, has the analgesic properties. So these analgesic properties of the aloe vera can help in the reduction of pain, swelling, which is caused due to the dust allergies, etc. So with this, let me conclude. Thank you very much, friends.